Good morning, class, or maybe afternoon, depending on when you're logging in. I wanted to make a video about navigating the online space. Obviously, since you've gotten to this video, you probably know how to do this, but maybe you got in by fluke. So your username and your password should have been sent to you. If you're an OCDSB student, it's the same username and password that you use to log into like the desktops at school. So when you hit login, you should get to a home page. Mine might look a little bit different than yours because it's the teacher homepage, but at some part of the page, you'll see the My Courses widget. If you're taking only one course, there will only be one there, but if you're taking multiple online courses, they should all be there. So this is our course. If you've taken online courses before in the past, it might look a little different. We switched to a new version last year, but don't be worried. Everything's exactly the way that it was. Except for it's visually more appealing. The news items where you're going to check for the day or the week. Usually there'll be at least one news item a week. I'll usually do it on Sunday or Monday, and it will tell you what you need to do. So here we go. This is for orientation, and you really just need to read the directions. If reading directions isn't your thing, this is something that you're going to have to work on if you're doing an online course, because everything that you're doing is reading instructions. So it says go to the course content drop-down list on the navigation bar at the top of the page, select content, and start with activity 1, introductions. Course content, it said click content. We're starting with activity 1. Now, you won't see all these units, but you should see online student orientation, course information, and helpful resources. As the course unlocks for you, you will see more and more. It said start at activity 1. So I'm just going to get started here. Usually there's an overview for the course. Some people like knowing what's ahead. Some people would rather just get into it. Same with the learning goals. There's always learning goals. It tells you what you're supposed to know by the end of this activity. Again, some people find this calming. Some people would rather just get into it. So you can always start at the content if you wish. If I show you how that looks in the table of content, I'll see a lot of students going to activity 1. And then instead of clicking over here, they'll just start at the content. It's imperative that you read the content. It's like the textbook for the course. If you're not reading the content, you are probably going to not do so well in the course and maybe even fail. So always read the content. So the information here is how to get around. There's some really great stuff about like using Google Read and Write. Everyone has access to Google Read and Write in this course, and it is very helpful for some people who don't like a lot of reading. Google Read and Write can read text aloud to you. There's also a good video. I'd highly recommend it. It's 5 minutes. It may have already been sent to you. This is a really great way of watching somebody navigate around the course and probably worth your time. So there's lots of information here. If you've done online before, it might be too much information. And in that case, we can go to the next page, which is the assignment page. The assignment page, assignment 1 is look around your mini bar, check out your pager and your account settings, play around. So where's the pager? It's here. It goes in a pop-up. You are a little pager. You can do it. There we go. And it said to go to your account settings. It shows you how to do this, but we can go here. This is my account settings. If I have dyslexia, I might want to use the dyslexia font if that helps me. I might want to make the font bigger, depending on how much reading and if it's going to be hard for you to read. I'm going to put mine back to small though. So there's a bunch of random settings here, probably that you don't have to worry about. I also might have settings that you don't have. For discussions, make sure you have this clicked. And for email, I like having all of them clicked. But this is just playing around. And if I ever want to get back to the course, like where I was before, this is like the help button on an iPad. So you can get back to the home page. So I was on activity 1 and I was on the assignment page. There I am. I've done this. Introductions. So introductions are here. If I click on this, it will take me into a new window, which is wonderful. That means my original stuff is here. I am supposed to tell us where you live, like not your address, but like I live in Ottawa. There's people from all over the province in this course. And end your post with a question someone might be able to answer. You can also talk instead of write, and you can record your video or your audio if you want. But if you want to write, that's okay too. The last thing that we're doing is we're going to the checklist. The checklist is here. I'm going to show you that activity. So if I want to start a new discussion, I click start a new thread. I give myself a title and I answer the question here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. At the end of the day, if I'm done everything, I can see my checklist here. I explored the minibar, I did the discussion, and now I'm updating my checklist. I'm going to hit save. So that means that it has been saved successfully. Yours will look different. Yours will look like this. I'll show it. So it's got the due dates in there. It's got a little explanation. And same deal, you should be able to hit save. I can't because I'm a teacher. And then you can see what's due the next day as well, and always work ahead if you want. So that is the online course for today. Like I said in my email, I do teach in the afternoon. So if you're logging in for the first time in the afternoon, I might not be as available as I am in the morning. It's always good to log into the morning in case you have any questions. That gives me time throughout the day to answer your questions so you're not waiting for me. A lot of students also find it's helpful to work a day ahead. So working on their assignments the day that is due is not super helpful, because if you come across a problem, I might not answer your problem in time for you to be able to finish your assignment. So that is a helpful tip, and I will be giving you other tips that students have given me throughout my 7 years of online teaching as we go. So hopefully that's helpful. And make sure you stay on track with orientation, because if you don't finish it, you'll be removed from the course entirely. You'll have to make other plans on your timetable. So it's really crucial that you finish the orientation by the weekend.